Yeah, guys, I enjoy the Winter Olympics too, but let's focus here in Iowa City. The Iowa baseball team is back on the road this weekend after starting their season out with a 3-0 sweep last week. And here's what the players and coaches had to say on heading down to New Orleans to try and keep their win streak alive.
It feels good to win the games, but looking at the big picture, we didn't play all that well. We walked a lot of guys and we gave up a lot of free bases. Stranded a lot of runners in a couple of those games. But on the positive side, I really like the fact that we found a way, to win. We found a way to keep fighting when we were behind. To have a comeback win in the 9th inning in Game 1 is pretty exciting and great to see from our team. And it's nice to be able to come back this week and be able to work on a lot of things and try to clean some things up. And we didn't have to learn the hard way. We didn't have to have a couple losses to do that. So hopefully, we can get that fixed this week and play a little bit cleaner this weekend.
I think it's a really good way to start off the season. We got confidence rolling into the second weekend. I think we didn't even play as good as we could have, so I'm looking forward to see our full potential. I think defensively we had a couple mess-ups that we could clean up pretty easily. We had a couple mental mistakes that happened on the base paths. Just small things for the most part. I think if we can hit better and we can do all aspects better, I believe.
The Hawkeyes open up the Sugar Bowl Classic today at 12:30 against Virginia Tech. The women's golf team here at the University of Iowa is excited and ready to kick off their spring season as they travel to Arizona to compete in the Westbrook Invitational. Let's hear from some of the golfers and the coaches about what they expect out of this weekend.
I think it's always exciting just to get out this spring and get started. So I think they're ready. I think they've been working really hard, and I think you're always just going out to try to win the event. So we're going to put a good game plan together and see what we have.
I think everyone posts really good scores here, especially on our team. So I think this is going to really help us get our confidence back and really post some good scores this year or this season and try to make the NCAAs.
I think we're traveling today with a different roster, so I think it would be good to work on team chemistry and kind of take that and elevate it to having a more unanimous goal of, I think, moving upwards as a team.
Me, it's the third time I've been to this course, so I know it pretty well, and it's a pretty straightforward course, so it's not going to be really scary because we've kind of been indoors for so long, so I think it's a good place for us to start our season off right.
Goals are to stay present, keep working. We've been working hard all winter, and so we're just trying to keep a positive attitude the whole time, see what the days bring us, and then kind of make adjustments from there, and then hopefully by the end of the day we're in a spot where we can compete and try to win.
Hopefully the team will return home with their first trophy of the season and a new sense of confidence to continue to strive for victory with the tournaments to come. Now the University of Iowa volleyball players Bree Orr, Haley Johnson, and Reagan Coyle and Kelsey O'Neill will try out for the U.S. women's national team at the U.S. Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs on March 2nd through the 4th. The tryouts include approximately 240 athletes competing for positions on the U.S. collegiate national team programs with both domestic and international. Iowa volleyball head coach Bon Szymanski talked about his players being invited to the tryouts yesterday, stating, quote, "We are proud to sponsor our student athletes to compete for the red, white, and blue. It's a great opportunity for them to train and compete with the best young players in the nation. These are invaluable experiences for our Hawkeyes," end quote. Daily Iowan reporter Taylor Van Fleet will have more from the women going to compete for a spot on the Team USA during Tuesday's Sportscast. Now, unfortunately, the Winter Olympics are wrapping up in just a few days here. Thankfully, there is one club sport here on campus that'll keep one winter sport going. With more is Lucy Rodin.
Last year, the University of Iowa figure skating team hit the rink at the Coral Ridge Ice Arena when they became an official club sport here at Iowa.
I had to ask around, send out emails. I found a lot of members here because a lot of people like to come to this rink to try to skate.
Since the club is still new to Iowa, the program is completely self-funded and participation level is on an individual basis.
We come and practice on our own terms. To the younger members, they have classes, but for more advanced members, you find your own coach, and then you can also compete.
And so we compete against schools in the Midwest. So we'll travel to all different schools. Like this year, we went to the University of Minnesota in Twin Cities and the Western Michigan University.
However, the figure skating club at Iowa is less about the competitions and more about love for the sport.
it's really like a fun time. Like, you just get to be able to meet all types of new people and share the love of figure skating.
Try it out. Even if you've never skated before, we have beginners classes that are very accommodating, and you never know what you're going to learn to love.
And although the figure skating club here at Iowa does accept members of all skill levels, don't expect to see this Southerner out on the ice anytime soon. Reporting from inside the Coral Ridge Mall, this has been Lucy Rodine for DITV Sports.
That's too bad. Really hoping to see Lucy out there on the ice. Come back on Monday for all your Hawkeye highlights from the weekend. Guys, back to you.